start us off with your thoughts on the game?
Yeah, obviously we're disappointed in the outcome of the game, and we had opportunities to stay in the game throughout. Didn't finish the deal a number of times. Drove the ball, moved the ball with confidence, somewhat effectively. We had our sputters and whatnot, but we still were able to get the ball down close, and then we just couldn't finish it for whatever reasons. Could be play calling, could be just somebody broke down along the way, and we just couldn't score. We had the one touchdown. They said that it was the one pass to Jordan. They said that there was a offensive pass interference, so we'll have to look at that. But it was just disappointing. Defensively, started off, applied good pressure on the quarterback. Was very good against the run, and then as the game wore on, I think we lost two defenders at the same position back to back, 2 plays in a row when Mike Lee came out of the game, and then DJ Adioba who had a knee injury, and Mike eventually went back in the game, but I think at that time we got thrown off just a little bit. We got out of sync, and I'm not sure we ever quite got back to where we were prior to Mike coming out of the game. Any questions?
Charlie, is this one almost more frustrating than some of the first ones because you had a chance to be in?
Well, it's here's the frustration is that I tell you guys every week, I know we're getting better. I see that we're getting better, so I expected a better performance today. It didn't matter who we were playing. I expected us to start to show the fruits of our labor. Obviously, the only way that we can really judge how well our football team is improving is by wins and losses, and it's frustrating whenever you don't win. You got a chance into the third quarter at least, and the very first play of the half, trying to jam a ball into a place where there's just shouldn't have been done. You could just feel the winds leave our sails when that happened, and it was. I'm not sure we ever got it back after that.
Mike was pretty good on third down, though. In general, what did you see? I mean, in terms of playmaking.
Yeah, here's
overall.
Mike went through his progressions. Gosh, he checked it down today. He did things he hadn't done before, and then when everybody was covered, he tucked it and ran, like he's supposed to. I mean, he took a big step today. He missed some easy throws. He missed some reads. That's just part of playing a freshman quarterback. We can't, he's got to keep getting better though. I mean, he certainly hasn't arrived, that's for sure.
In some ways, did his increased confidence from some of the things he did well almost allow him to think maybe that he could jam a couple of them in there on some of
No
the
doubt.
mistakes?
Yeah, he started thinking maybe he was more Superman than he is, and tried to make some throw. Made that first throw. And even the first play of the half and the last play of the half, trying to make 2 throws that probably were ill-advised. And when he can understand what his capabilities are and the capabilities of the guys surrounding him, that would certainly affect his decision making as we move forward.
Was Kassan Masai a find today?
Listen, we knew he was going to be really good, or very good, and I didn't know when it would happen, but he did show up today. I liked the fire in his eyes. I liked the confidence of such a young football player, and he really looked like he belonged out on that football field. The way he ran, the way he got around the ball, the way he made some plays. For virtually his first action of the year, I thought he was, he's going to be okay.
Mike Lee give you something today too?
Yeah, definitely. And he wasn't as effective, I don't think, after he came back. But at the beginning of the game, I liked the way he was playing. He was running around. He was he was chasing the ball, around the ball every play, and had a lot of confidence starting off.
What told you now this game was a game to really get these guys in and get them playing?
We're just forced to just because of injuries, attrition. It's just a battle of attrition with our football team right now. Yeah. And there was a point where probably going into the first 2 weeks, we talked about redshirting Kassan, and then we're just at the point where he has to play.
On that topic, what's Hilliard? How serious what's his injury? And
Well, Hilliard had an outside chance of playing in this game. Didn't practice on Wednesday, and I just felt like you don't practice on Wednesday, you're not going to play. So I didn't bring him, and that's it.
How serious was Adiola?
From what I observed, what I saw, I wouldn't imagine he'll be back anytime soon. probably done for the year, I would say.
Dysart hasn't really shown much of a penchant for running all that much. He looked like he ran a little bit more today and picked up some yardage, some first downs. Did that surprise you at all? Or?
No, I've watched this guy. I watched him when since he was a junior in high school. I knew he could make something happen with his feet. I was saying it all week, telling our players, telling our coaches, telling anybody who would listen. The guy can hurt you not only with his arm but with his feet, and he's you know, all those reps and all the games he's played in, he's so confident and never took a hard hit. You know, he went down, got as much as he could, got the first down, took a slide. Never really, he never really accumulated a lot of pounding.
With your own running game, was this, you said last week you were expecting Mike to have a big week. Was this more of what you might have been expecting from him?
I don't, let me see how many yards he had. I wasn't expecting 188 against Michigan, but I was expecting 100 yards is what I was hoping that he would get against Michigan. And again, not to rehash that one, but just we were behind the stick so much we had to throw the ball a little bit more than I wanted to.
Is he and your offense in general, when you're running the ball, more in rhythm now, and that they kind of figured it out a little together?
They're just all improving. You know, for the first time in our 4 games, we started the same offensive line 2 weeks in a row. I thought that was a plus. I think a real shout out has to go to Stephon Millam. You know, they didn't know if he was going to play, and he really attacked his rehab and was committed to playing this football game. And I was really proud to see him out there. And as hard as he played, he had a dumb penalty also. But beyond that, it was the fact that he wanted to play. I thought that was really positive, and because if he didn't play, we would have really had to have played musical chairs to get to get a guy at left tackle, and all the subsequent moves would have been really maybe disastrous for us.
What was the difference on third down today? I mean, so much better than it had been.
I just think Mike was better. Right? It's like he just did what he was supposed to do, and he had a little bit more time, you know, and that certainly helps. And I just think because our offensive line pass pro'd a little bit better, you know, this game than they had been, and that little bit extra time allowed him to you know, go through his progressions, which we've had guys open. It's just we haven't had time to get the ball to him. Mike couldn't even see him. He was running for his life, or he's on his back.
Given what you guys have been through the first 3 games, this is still a loss, but do you just take nothing but positives out of this game? Or,
No,
how do you look at
I
this?
lumped this with the other 3. It's it's a loss. There's, you know, I told the players, let the coaches find the positives and point them out. I couldn't get as much.
Yep.
I didn't walk off that field feeling very, very positive. I still don't feel that way right now.
Anything else, Coach? Okay.